Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs, and by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
Welcome to Aspen Physical Therapy. Let our team help you out with your healthcare needs. We work with a wide variety of patients, from car accidents to strains and sprains to injured athletes to post-surgical care. We have a number of modalities and different procedures we use to help people, including dry needling and our radial pulse wave machine. We have offices in Thane and Afton and are open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays we are out seeing our home health patients. Aspen Physical Therapy, getting you back to work, to play, to life.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit desisdance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's desisdance.com.
My name is Rod Jensen. I am the president and CEO of the Bank of Star Valley. I've had the great honor of holding that position for 26 years now. The best thing about working in a bank is helping people. It is the reason we exist. The local community bank went out of business, and a group of local citizens decided that Star Valley needed a community bank. They came together, we formed the bank with the focus of helping individuals, and that is what we get to do day in, day out.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Good afternoon and welcome to Fremont County, home of the Rock Springs High School Wolverines, where Star Valley Braves basketball will take on the Wolverines today, and all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. It's your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. That is gofirstbank.com. Duke Danson, Dowell Erickson here with you today. Star Valley Lady Braves on the court warming up. We'll have the varsity boys on the way after this one with live video coverage on SVI Media, radio coverage on Swift 98. Dowell, the Star Valley Lady Braves coming off another win, most recently against a Southwest District foe in the Evanston Lady Red Devils at home on a Thursday night. You had a chance to call that game. Slow start offensively for Star Valley. Things got going, though, in the second period, and they pulled off a good win against the Devils.
Yeah, 0 points in the first quarter, something you never want to see as a coach, to have a scoreless quarter, but the Lady Braves able to overcome that. They end up putting up 40 points over the next 3 quarters, but that's kind of been something Coach Erickson has talked about, especially these last 3 games in Wyoming play with the Casper schools and then on Thursday's game against Evanston. He wants more consistency offensively, and this is a game and this is a location where, quite frankly, consistency has always been hard to attain, and it's always been one of those things that takes a real focus, and we'll see if the Lady Braves can can consistently get those double-digit quarters that Coach Erickson's been talking about.
As far as the Lady Wolverines out of Riverton High School, they come in overall 3-11 overall, 0-1 inside district play, coming off a 2-point loss to Jackson on Thursday night, our Riverton.
Yeah, that's certainly a game where if you've been paying attention to the 4A West and in particular, that one opens your eyes a little bit because Jackson, I think they had like an 80-game losing streak that was broken last year. Now they've won a couple, and so they're making some improvements there. But it's been a while since Riverton's lost to Jackson, so I'm sure they'll be looking to bounce back from that Thursday. They'll have their hands full with the Lady Braves because I was bringing this up on the way here. Star Valley, we talk about offensive consistency. One thing you don't got to worry about being consistent is the Lady Braves' defensive intensity. They're going to bring that. They bring it every game, and it gives them a chance to win every week.
Well, coming into this one, they are the second-ranked 4A defense in Wyoming, according to Wild Preps, allowing 38.8 points per game are the Star Valley Lady Braves going against the Riverton Lady Wolverines at Star Valley Riverton. Live coverage on the SVI Sports Network. On the way, we'll have your Crimson Corner roundup, recap the rivalry. Amelia Kazare on the sideline, Records Watch, keys to the game, national anthem, and your varsity roster as well. We'll take a break here. When we come back, your Players Spotlight. I had the chance earlier in the week to catch up with Star Valley boys senior Lincoln Lydiard, who had a breakout game on Thursday night. We'll hear from Lincoln next on the SVI Sports Network.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
It's our player spotlight on the SVI Sports Network. Star Valley High School senior Lincoln Lydiard with us today. Lincoln, let's talk about the games last week. Natrona Kelly Walsh had a couple conference games. First, when you get into conference, what's different between conference and non-conference? Is the tempo and intensity pick up a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. I think the games really matter more, and they have a lasting impact on the rest of the season and how things will go.
Now, of course, with those two games last week, you guys have had a little bit of a chance to maybe watch some film. What's some of your takeaways from last week in those games?
I think we had two pretty good games and different things we learned from each of them. That first half against Kelly Walsh really showed what we could do well, and we also, the defense against Natrona was pretty good. We held them to only 42 points, but we learned some things on what we could do better and the things that worked for us well, and things to keep going throughout the season as we will play them more.
Perfect. As you guys get ready for this weekend's game, anything specific that you're working on as a team in practice?
Some of the same things that we've been just hearing all season. We're still just implementing and making sure it works. And another thing we talked about is just not overlooking our opponents and just focusing on the next game one step at a time.
Lincoln, of course, a whole bunch of seniors on the Braves team this year, one of which you are. So when you look at this group, what do you think makes this group kind of unique and special, especially in the senior class?
Well, one thing you talked about is we're all seniors, so we have that to go with us, but I think we also just have a really good bond on and off the court, and we love to play with each other.
Awesome. Lincoln Lydiard, our player spotlight on SVI. When you're not playing basketball, Lincoln, what else do you like to do?
I like to do anything with like family or friends, especially if it's outdoors.
Okay. All right, perfect. What about after high school? Do you have plans yet?
Right now my plan is to serve a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and then we'll take it from there.
Who knows after that? Okay. How about favorite class in school right now?
Yoga has been pretty good this year.
Nice. Okay. Do you have a favorite yoga pose? I didn't know you did yoga. That's cool.
No, not really. I'm not good at any of them.
I love it. Okay. How about, do you have a favorite movie or TV show?
I love all like the Rocky and Creed movies.
Very good, very good. Favorite style of music? What do you like to listen to?
Kind of all over. I'd say like before game now, definitely rap or something, just get you going.
Absolutely. Lincoln Lydiard, appreciate your time. Good luck to you guys this week.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service. Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
Welcome to Aspen Physical Therapy. Let our team help you out with your healthcare needs. We work with a wide variety of patients, from car accidents to strains and sprains to injured athletes to post-surgical care. We have a number of modalities and different procedures we use to help people, including dry needling and our radial pulse wave machine. We have offices in Thane and Afton and are open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays we are out seeing our home health patients. Aspen Physical Therapy, getting you back to work, to play, to life.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on the SVI Sports Network.
Morgan McGee and the Lady Braves in Riverton to take on the Lady Wolverines in Fremont County. It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. First Bank, where you're more than just an account number. Find them online at gofirstbank.com. That is gofirstbank.com. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you. Dal, let's take a look at your Crimson Corner, 8.5 minutes away from tip-off time.
Well, getting you caught up on Star Valley High School activities. Girls winning on Thursday, 40-33 against Evanston. The boys also picking up a win. That was very one-sided, 71-31 the final there. Boys and girls wrestling, they wrestled clear back on Tuesday and swept both of those duels for Pinedale and Rock Spring in the triangular. They were off this weekend. They'll be right here in this very gym next weekend for the Ronthal Memorial. And State Spirit yesterday, cheerleaders with a couple of 7th place finishes, the hip-hop dance at 5th place. Congratulations. Sounded like great performances for State Spirit. That's a look at your Crimson Corner.
You can see all the State Spirit performances for Star Valley and Cokeville on the Star Valley Independent Facebook page. By the way, if you'd like to go see how they performed yesterday at the Ford Wyoming Center. Now let's jump right into your roundup and some other girls basketball games of interest presented by Sunrise Engineering.
Well, as I mentioned, Star Valley winning on Thursday and Jackson picking up that 2-point win over these Riverton Wolverines on Thursday as well. Some scores from yesterday on the girls' side. Laramie taking care of Sheridan, Green River over Natrona County, Thunder Basin over Central, Campbell County all over South, and then Kelly Walsh knocking off Rock Springs. Some matchups today, number 2 Green River at Kelly Walsh, South at Sheridan, Laramie at Campbell County, Rock Springs at Natrona, and here's a big one, Cheyenne East at number 4 Thunder Basin. And that's a look at your roundup presented today by Sunrise Engineering.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com. 7 minutes away from tip-off. Star Valley, Riverton on the SVI Sports Network.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit starvalleydisposal.com to schedule your service. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
The countdown to tip-off is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Coach Kate Erickson, Coach Kazare, and the staff for the Star Valley Lady Braves on the bench at Riverton High School, getting ready for their team to take on the Lady Wolverines. Of course, head coached by Mike Bosner, who's been at the helm for Riverton Wolverines basketball for quite a while. Riverton coming in off a loss against Jackson, 0-1 inside Southwest District play, 3-11 overall, while the Lady Braves coming in 7-4 overall, coming off a win over Evanston to be 1-0 inside the 4A Southwest. Duke Dance Dal Erickson here with you on the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Dal, let's recap the rivalry between Star Valley and Riverton girls basketball.
Well, in length of time terms, this is kind of a relatively new rivalry. It dates back to 2005-06. It's been pretty one-sided. The Lady Braves lead at 21-4 in that time. In Riverton, the Lady Braves hold an 8-2 advantage. The last time these two teams played kind of lets you know what I was talking about. It was a tight game, 46-39. That was here in Riverton last season. Look at some of the trends. The Lady Braves have won the last 10 against Riverton, but don't let that fool you. It's probably going to be another tough one tonight. That is a look at your rivalry presented by SVInews.com.
Visit SVInews.com for your print or e-edition subscription to the Star Valley Independent. That's SVInews.com. I believe we do have Millie Kazare courtside, and she had a chance to catch up with head coach Kate Erickson, get his thoughts heading into the broadcast. Let's go down to the Miles CPA courtside report with Millie. Take it away, Millie.
Smoking, shooting, or vaping is not permitted anywhere on Riverton High School property. Thanks for your cooperation.
Coach Erickson said he's excited to see the girls keep playing strong defense. He mentioned that while a lot of teams around the state are scoring more points, the team's lower scores come from slowing the game down and focusing on defense. Coach also talked about shooting. The team spent a lot of time working on shooting to get their rhythm back. He said it's important for the girls to start games better, especially after struggling to score in the first quarter on Thursday against Evanston. Coach Erickson said the biggest goal in today's game against Riverton is to play better against their zone defense. He said that with Riverton bringing back several good starters, good defense will help force mistakes and create easy scoring chances. Back to you.
Thank you, Amelia Kazare with the Miles CPA Courtside Report. And Afton and Alpine, call 885-0055. Now your records watch with the help of Star Valley Disposal.
Well, the Lady Braves come into the weekend averaging 44.3 points per game. That's right in the middle of the 4A pack. Right as is their shooting, 33%. That's gone down a little bit the last couple of weekends. Rebounding-wise, again, kind of right in the middle, 28.8. Kind of highlights that no game's going to be easy for the Lady Braves, and they don't treat it that way. But that's a look at your records watch, presented by Star Valley Disposal.
Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. That is StarValleyDisposal.com. We're just over a minute away from tip-off time. Lady Wolverines playing host to the Star Valley Lady Braves with a 4:30 scheduled tip-off today. Here's your keys to the game from the Star Valley Angle, presented by Star Valley Health.
Well, in key number one, we've kind of touched on it across the board so far. A solid start would go a long way towards helping the Lady Braves win tonight. Looking for double digits on offense in each quarter, and I really think this game is going to be decided by Star Valley's defensive effort in the backcourt, especially if they're able to cause some deflections. And so those are my keys to the game, presented tonight by Star Valley Health.
Offering the keys to your great health, compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. And Dow, just going back to the Thursday night win against Evanston. Slow offensive start. The Lady Braves defense, though, is always there. Star Valley's defense coming in second ranked in 4A girls basketball right now, 38.8 points per game.
Yeah, they've hung their hat on that part of their game since Coach Erickson took over. Even before that, it was a program staple. So you'll see more of that tonight.
Absolutely. We're going to send it down to the court here in just a few. We're going to have the national anthem presented in our broadcast by Hastings Ace Hardware. And looks like we'll go down to the PA for the introduction, maybe. Here we go. Yep, here's the PA and the national anthem.
Let's meet today's players with the help of Mountain Star Products. Mountain Star Products, excavation, road building, gravel, sand, and more.
That's your varsity lineup for the Lady Braves. And now being introduced were the Star Valley Lady Braves starting 5.
And very familiar starting 5 for the Lady Braves tonight. Morgan McGee, number 3. Cam Mackey, number 4. Ambry Nelson, number 5. Hudson Kleeman, number 12. And Ruby Hill, number 24. Lady Braves coached by Kate Erickson, assisted by Jason Kazare, Shaylin Hathaway, and Alan Simpson.
Starting 5 being announced now for the home Riverton Lady Wolverines. Number 2 is a sophomore, 13 points per game, Carson Vosika. Also number 11, a senior, 8 points per game, is Taylor Leesburg. Number 21, a senior, 5 points per game. That's Tatum Tyra. Number 22, Lexi Taylor, a senior, at 4 points per game. Number 23, a senior, 7 points per game, is Timbri Mathill. The starting 5 for the Riverton Lady Wolverines, head coach by Mike Bosner. Riverton on their home white, Star Valley in their road crimsons, and we are ready to go here at at Riverton High School between the Lady Braves and the Lady Riverton Wolverines. Ball's in the air, tip won by Riverton, and the Wolverines have the opening possession of the game. They'll work around the outside. Star Valley jumps to the man-to-man defense, try to go down low, but tipped away by Morgan McGee. Almost stolen again by Riverton. Mackey able to keep possession of it, and Star Valley has the ball still deep behind the timeline. Working against the clock, Mackey up ahead, and they don't get it across the timeline. So Star Valley gets a turnover on the first possession for Riverton, and then turn it over themselves on a 10-second violation.
Well, not going to get too upset about that. Kind of playing with house money, but I'm sure you would anytime like to not struggle with the press like that.
So Riverton works it around the outside once again. Technically their second possession of the game as they drive to the right side elbow. Work it around to Leesburg, goes post, now pass down low to Taylor. Spin, shoot off the square, no good. Rebound, put back is in. A board and a bucket for Carson Vosika, the sophomore, who leads the team in scoring. She has 2. Full court press remains in effect here for the Wolverines. Star Valley breaks it this time. McGee up the sideline, then steps out of bounds, trying to dribble into the pressure up the side, and back-to-back turnovers for the Lady Braves.
One thing Star Valley tends to do, here's that last sequence on your Fall River Propane replay, the bucket from Vosika. The Lady Braves tend to get across that timeline and then kind of stop. They need to go all the way through and not pick up the dribble.
Here's a great feed down to Vosika. Doesn't hit it. Loose ball rebound by Wolverines. Tyra on the board, lost it out of bounds. Going to be last touched by her and goes back to Star Valley the other direction.
And Riverton's going to, looks like maybe a half-court trap waiting for Star Valley here. They're going to keep doing this until Star Valley does something with it.
Mackey to McGee. This time they break the press. Kleeman left side back to McGee up top. Now open look. Kleeman 3 left corner. No good. Rebounded by Tyra of Riverton. Wolverines basketball 2-0. 6:30 to play in the first period. Riverton with the lead and the ball. There's going to be a foul down low against Star Valley. Ruby Hill will collect the whistle on the low post.
First personal, first team foul. 6:29 to go here in the first quarter.
Inbounding, Taylor goes outside, 3, Leesburg, nope, tried to dump it down low, and another foul. Tried to go to Tyra, and I think Ruby just picked up another.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, call a push in the back here, I think. So 2 quick ones on Ruby Hill. We've barely played 90 seconds. She'll have a seat, and Libby Kleeman will come in.
Ruby still has some bandages over her right eyebrow as she picked up some stitches a couple of weeks ago. Here's an inbound play for Riverton. They've controlled the game through the first minute and a half. They lead 2-0. 2 team fouls on Star Valley, both on Ruby Hill, who just took the bench. On the perimeter now, Taylor feeds again down low, tipped, knocked away by Kleeman, into the hands of Mackey for the steal. Out in front to McGee on the run. Back left side to Kleeman, dribble, shot, transition, score to tie the game at 2.
It's a really nice job finding the teammate, and not an easy basket for Hudson. She's able to use the glass.
6 minutes to go, and another foul. Nope, it's going to be coming back the other way. This will be a foul against the Wolverines.
And I believe it's going to be on Carson Vosika. Her first team foul. They turned the lights off. I'm not sure if they're coming back on or not, dude, but it kind of is making things a little more challenging up here.
Ball movement across the timeline. McGee's bumped, doesn't go across back the other way, and it stays with Star Valley. Back to McGee. Bounces to the right side. Mackey up and around the arc. Clock rolls down to 5:40 to play in the first period. as Nelson. McGee, right side elbow, knocked away, picked back up, and Star Valley still has it. Nelson drives, jumper below the free throw line, rattles down and in, and Ambry has her first points of the game to make it 4-2 Braves.
I feel like that right there could be a big moment in this game for Ambry. When Ambry gets that little floater going early, that tends to help her confidence in her jump shot. We'll watch that.
Now Riverton around the outside, trailing for the first time in the early goings of the game. Down 4-2, they attempt baseline, good defense. Kick to the post, spin around shot, no good. Fighting for the rebound, save, but into the hands of Kleeman. That's Livy Kleeman, and it's going to be Star Valley basketball. Across the half court comes Nelson. Double team to the front court. Stops, Tratt bounces out of it. Kleeman down low, reverse layup, no good. Kleeman gets the rebound and clears it up. It was Hudson. Livy to Hudson, and then Livy with the board and a score. 6-2 Star Valley. Nearing the midway point in the first. 2 team fouls and a timeout taken by Coach Bosner of Riverton. A 30-second timeout. We'll be back in that amount of time live on the SBI Sports Network.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Let's go back to the game with more live coverage of Star Valley High School sports on the SVI Sports Network.
Back inside Riverton High School, Lady Braves up 6-2 over the Wolverines. 4:33 to go in the first.
Coach Bosner, now just a quick timeout on offense. I'm not quite sure what he wanted to get, but probably just get the attention of his team, maybe focus on this possession.
Taylor has it. Defense rolls over top of a screen, tries to bounce down low, finds Matt Hill, no, but a rebound and a foul on the putback will be against Star Valley. And they'll put Timbri Matt Hill to the Riverside Dental free throw line. Well, she'll have 2 attempts.
Morgan McGee whistled for her first, 3rd team foul on the Lady Braves with 4:19 to go in the quarter. And Matt Hill to the line after picking up the rebound to shoot a pair.
Shot away and good to make it 6-3. Four minutes, 19 seconds remaining in the opening period. Matt Hill's second attempt is away, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Hudson Kleeman. Star Valley basketball. Nelson, crossover move to get across the timeline. Flick ahead to McGee in the lane. Tough shot blocked. Deflected by Tyra, and then a jump ball call as Star Valley tried to get it back. Arrow favors Lady Braves. They'll keep it on their end.
I like Morgan being aggressive, but she needs to square her shoulders. Coach Erickson talked about this in a couple other games in the last 3. Shooting that when you're off balance like that, your odds just go way down.
McGee left corner for 3, and it's
like
a Star Valley Orthodontics triple. A 3-pointer, first of the game to make it 9-3.
You know, like that.
Yeah, just like that. Under 4 to go in the opening period. 9-3, Star Valley leading Riverton in Fremont County tonight with the Lady Wolverines around the outside with Matt Hill. Right side wing, bounces behind her to Leesburg. Defense out on her, passes right key, back outside. Leesburg for 3, and the answer too strong. Ball ricochets off of Kleeman to McGee for the rebound. Now she goes back to Hudson, back to McGee. Hudson sets a screen. McGee behind the timeline still, dribbling, passes up ahead to Mackey to break the press. Left side Nelson, fakes the 3, now drives the left angle. Double team to the baseline, kick back out to Mackey, nothing there. Nelson, left side corner, clock down to 3:10 to go in the opening period. Left side outside, shot fake McGee, drives mid-range, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Vosica, and it's Riverton basketball.
That was a good possession, though, for the Lady Braves. Got a good shot, just couldn't hit it.
Out in front on a half-court pass to Timbri Matt Hill. She hits it in transition, makes it 9-5.
And if you're Star Valley, you can't give up many of those.
Lady Braves in the half-court offense, still leading by 4. 3 team fouls on the Lady Braves, 1 on Riverton. Back down low to McGee, kicked it back outside to Nelson, lost the dribble and out of bounds. Turnover unforced, back to Riverton.
Here's that last sequence. Lady Braves maybe a little slow getting back, and Matt Hill able to take it right up to the 10 with great position and gets the basket.
2:37 to go in the opening period. Star Valley still leads 9-5 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. 3 team fouls on the Lady Braves, 1 on Riverton.
Avery England in the ball game along with Ari Foster.
1 timeout's been called, taken by Riverton as Star Valley has the ball stolen away, tipped and stolen by Livy Kleeman. Out in front right side to Foster. Wants to drive. Kick out, left side key, put up by England and scores off the square on the hook shot in the lane for 2.
You know, if you've watched the last 3 or 4 or 5 games, you've seen Avery get a little bit better every week as he's getting more healthier with that knee. That's a good sign for Star Valley.
Kick out, pass on the 3, drive the right post, too strong for Taylor, no good, and an offensive rebound. Foul, I should say, against Riverton, gives it to Star Valley.
It'll go against Aspen Gordon, her first. 2nd team foul on Riverton. The way this quarter started, I thought the Lady Braves might be giving up the bonus pretty quick, but with 1:54 to go, it's 2 team fouls on Riverton, 3 on Star Valley.
Ari Foster inbounds to Nelson to the backcourt. Foster, by the way, announcing on X that she's received a collegiate offer to play basketball. Congratulations to her. No commitment or anything, just an offer as Star Valley works around the outside. Ball movement to the free throw line, bounce back outside again to Livy Kleeman. Left side to Mackey. Braves with a 6-point lead, 1.5 minutes to go in the opening period. Foster right side wing. Bounce pass up to England, top of the key, left side Nelson. Nelson drives in the lane, shot fading away, no good. Rebounded by Riverton. Leesburg on the board.
Boy, for my money, there was definitely a bump there. I like Ambry's aggressiveness.
3, Leesburg, good, down the barrel and in. The triple makes it a 3-point game with 65 seconds remaining on the clock. 11-8, Star Valley with the ball and the lead. Mackey, left side wing, now right side Livy. Kleeman holds it. Still holds it, no dribble pass to Foster, open 3, shots away, good! Ari Foster, the Star Valley Orthodontics answer for the 3-pointer. Braves on defense. Riverton goes down low, back outside, Leesburg drives, passes to the right side, Key, spin, shot, no. Rebound tipped, loose on the baseline and a jump ball call. Riverton, I believe, has the arrow this time. Yep.
Vosika coming in for Riverton, and subbing in for the Lady Braves is Kiara Allred and Morgan McGee.
Inbounding is Taylor for the Wolverines. Lobs up top. Tough pass, but collected by Tyra, and then it's almost stolen, and it is going to be Star Valley basketball.
And that is yet another hustle play from Livy Kleeman. In the first quarter here, she's already got 2 assists. She's dug out a couple of balls just like that. I love the energy Livy plays with when she gets on the court.
Lady Braves had 20 seconds. England drives, kick, extra pass to Foster. Now back around the arc and up top. 15 on the clock. Left side. Nothing there for Livy. 10 seconds. Down to 9. Baseline shot. England. Great move on the baseline to let the defense fly by and found herself wide open. Riverton will not have any time to get off a shot, and they go into the second period after 1 with Star Valley 16, Riverton 8 on the SBI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit Desi'sDance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's Desi'sDance.com.
My name is Rod Jensen. I am the president and CEO of the Bank of Star Valley. I've had the great honor of holding that position for 26 years now. The best thing about working in a bank is helping people. It is the reason we exist. The local community bank went out of business, and a group of local citizens decided that Star Valley needed a community bank. They came together, we formed the bank with the focus of helping individuals, and that is what we get to do day in, day out.
You're watching live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network. Here's Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Thursday night at home, Star Valley opens up and goes for 16 here in the second, or in the first period in Riverton to take a 16-8 lead to open up the second.
How about this last play from Avery England? I don't know if this one she got from her grandpa or her mom. Either way, that's a pretty move, and she had 4 points in that first quarter. I tend to think it's probably your mom. That's how old I am. I covered her mom as a Lady Brave. How about that?
Foul counts back to 0 for each team. 8 minutes on the clock to open up the second period. Lady Braves taking on the Riverton Wolverines in Fremont County. It is Riverton basketball to open things up. They'll quickly go around the outside. Taylor deep on the left wing, covered by Foster. Ari screen, rolls over top of it. Forces the pass over to the right side to Leesburg. Deep on the right side. Defense on her from Allred. Gives up the ball right key, back outside right corner. Ball tipped by Foster, stolen on the run. Defense is there, though. Foster can't get to the rim, and then it's tipped away in the front court, picked up by England. Works it over to Allred. Kira has defense on her on the outside. 7:25 to go, still in the second period.
Lady Braves with quick hands tonight, though, and they are really keeping the ball moving.
That one is a bounce pass that's tipped and stolen, though, taken away by Riverton. Wolverines have it on their end. Matt Hill poked away by England. She'll collect the ball. Coverage is there on defense, and she can't get it in transition. Goes to McGee, fakes the three, bounce back up to England, drives in the lane, triple team shot, bouncing, no good. Rebounded by Vosika. Riverton basketball back the other way. 6:54 to play in the second period. Still 16-8 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Here's a pass from right elbow down to left key, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Star Valley.
3 subs coming in for Star Valley: Cam Mackey, Ambry Nelson, Ruby Hill. 2 subs coming in for Riverton. You got Aspen Gordon and Kimber Matt Hill.
Lob up top on the inbound to Tyra for Riverton. Tries to go back down low. Triple team there, brought the ball down, then put it up, no good. Loose ball rebound, kick out, extra shot, Leesburg for 3, no good. Rebounded again by Riverton, and there's the putback. A handful of offensive boards, and finally it was the score for Aspen Gordon of Riverton to make it a 6-point game.
Multiple offensive glass there for Riverton, makes it pay off.
Ruby Hill drives the angle and scores off the dribble drive to put it back up to 8.
Hats off to Ruby. She picked up those 2 early fouls, sat on the bench. She comes in and recognizes an open lane to the basket right away.
6:08 to play in the second period. Lady Braves now back up 18-10. Riverton works around the perimeter. Tyra holds it. On defense is Hudson Kleeman. Ball movement sticks around the perimeter. Here's Matt Hill, long 2, top of the key, no good. Rebounds, ricochets out of bounds, and it will be Star Valley basketball.
Here's that last sequence. Ruby, as you can see, gets right around Tyra and up and in off the glass for 2.
5:40 to play in the second period. Still an 8-point Star Valley lead, trying to take a double-digit lead. Great bounce pass down to Hill, no good, but a foul, and Ruby goes to the Riverside Dental free throw line. I believe it was a nice pass from Kleeman that got it down to her in the lane.
Yeah, Hudson Kleeman, and a bounce pass. Sometimes that's not always the best decision. This time, that was a really nice pass, and it put Ruby in position to get these 2 free throws.
Clock stopped at 5:35 to go in the second.
Ruby on the season, 52% free throw shooter, misses the first one.
That was in.
Oh, excuse me.
Makes it 19-10, 1 more to go.
That's why there's 2 of us.
Yep.
Second one's also good. Ruby now with 4 points.
And a double-digit lead for the Lady Braves. 5:30 to go in the second period. It's 20-10. Star Valley pressuring the ball at the half-court line. Mackey in the front court, making it hard for Gordon. Has to give up the ball. Deep pass, trying to go from the volleyball spike line all the way down to the baseline and out of bounds. Star Valley basketball the other way.
Good start for Star Valley. We talked about that in the pregame about double digits and getting those 16 points in the first quarter.
And off to Nelson. She lost it out of bounds. They'll say poked out of bounds. Stays with Star Valley on their end.
And I also feel like Star Valley's done a good job just on offense, is keeping the ball moving. Sometimes it sticks, we've seen that, and they really kept it going around.
McGee calling the alligator play, slapping her hands together. Here's inbound to Mackey, kick back out to Hill. Back to Mackey, works it around the perimeter, goes down low to McGee, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morgan, and it goes back to Riverton.
It was a good thought, and it was there. This pass a little high, and Morgan unable to bring it down.
Riverton inbound. Star Valley jumps into a full court press. Pressuring the ball on the inbound play, which collected by Leesburg. Now she'll dribble away, and the press backs off with 5 minutes remaining before halftime. Hand off on the outside to Matt Hill. She'll quickly clear it up to Weber and pass down low. That's stolen by Mackey. Actually, Mackey tipped it, and it's Nelson who collects it. She'll dribble across the timeline. A 5-on-5 in the half court now. 4:42 to play in the second period. Lady Braves by 10. McGee up top, pass right side. It's Hill for a long two. The ball bounced off the rim and up over top the backboard and out of bounds.
Open look, a little outside of where maybe we normally see Ruby take that shot, but she has hit several of those this year, but just didn't fall this time.
Ari Foster subs into the game for McGee. So it's Riverton basketball up by trailing by 10 against Star Valley. 4:27 to go in the second. Just one foul called in the period. It's gone against Riverton as the Wolverines pass to the right elbow, now back around outside. Finding Gordon. Right side to Matt Hill. That's Timbry Matt Hill, the older one, senior. Two Matt Hills, and one's a senior, one's a sophomore. They're going to get 3 seconds in the key against Riverton to turn the ball back over to Star Valley.
I don't want to make too big a deal about this, but that's the second consecutive game I've seen that call. We wondered, me and Mark Taylor, we wondered if that was gone. Like they just eliminated it from the rule books. Nope, it's still there.
Yeah.
Kidding, of course.
Here's Kleeman. Hudson will take one dribble and miscommunication, threw it away. Teammate went inside, bounce pass went outside, and that's a turnover. Riverton basketball. 3:50 to play in the second. Timbry Matt Hill makes a move on the angle. Good help defense. Forces the double team, and a cross-court pass over to the right side to Leesburg. Feed baseline Vosika. Back up top. Defense right on Gordon immediately. Cross-court right to left with the pass back to Matt Hill. Timbry wants to make a move. Ball poked away by Nelson and almost collected by Mackey, but out of bounds. Stays with Riverton.
If you watch the Lady Braves defensively, there is no hesitation in what they're trying to do defensively here. They are watching the ball. They are focused, and they are starting to move as soon as that ball leaves the player's hands.
Inbound play lost out of bounds. Timbry Matt Hill not able to collect it. It's Star Valley basketball.
I have a tendency when I see stuff like that, I think, I wonder what they did on the bus. Did they eat their Wheaties on the bus or something? I mean, not that they don't always play hard. It's just they look very focused today.
Well, they lead by 10. 3:20 to play in the second period. Mackey pivots, finds Hill, back to Mackey. Up top, clock down to 3:15. Both teams have been scoreless the last few possessions. Still 20-10 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard with the Lady Braves on top. Passing around, Foster to Mackey, left side wing, back up top and around the arc. Foster passes down low corner. Foster again, under 3 minutes to go. Long possession for Star Valley. Hill deep on the left, cross court, able to find Livy Kleeman. Bounces into the corner to Nelson, lost the dribble and picked up by Riverton for the steal. Timbry Matt Hill.
Her second steal of the game.
Taylor, Leesburg back to Taylor up top. Matt Hill left side, double teamed on the perimeter. Now Nelson stays with her as the defense falls back. Nelson ties up the ball on a jump ball call. Arrow's going to favor Star Valley.
That was some quick hands there from Ambry Nelson. She'd have come away with someone's wallet on that one. Here's the last sequence. Got tied up and had it stolen from her on the other end. That was a long possession for the Lady Braves, and to Riverton's credit, they didn't break down.
And there's a good look at Nelson tying up the basketball after the turnover. Gives Star Valley the back. They try and go inside to Kleeman, but not able to handle it in a triple team. Tipped and stolen away by Riverton. So both offenses have been exchanging turnovers, and there's another one. Riverton tried to go down low, tipped by Hill, collected by Livy Kleeman. Foster across the timeline, works it to England. Still has the left knee brace on. Pass to Kleeman. Left side elbow jumpers in for Livy. And it's a 12-point Lady Braves lead.
Livy's having a great first half. 4 points, 2 boards, 2 steals, 2 assists.
1:50 to play before halftime. 22-10 Star Valley, just one foul in the period. Ball tipped, loose, picked up by Star Valley, and then a foul. It was England who tipped it loose, picked up by Nelson. She's knocked down from behind, and it's going to be Star Valley basketball.
Here's that last sequence. Livy hitting the 15-footer from the elbow. That is the 8th steal for Star Valley, and on at least a handful of those, on at least 5 of them, they've come on a deflection like that. I feel like this Star Valley team could play with anybody when they get those deflections that turn into steals like that. They're really doing a good job of that tonight.
Minute 40 remaining before halftime. Lady Braves with the 12-point advantage and the basketball. They'll work around the half-court set now. Mackey looks right, passes left. Now McGee, who just does back in, goes baseline, double teamed in trouble, bounces it back outside to Kleeman and up top to England, around the arc to Mackey. Right side wing with a minute 20 to play before half. England, Mackey, McGee. Fakes left, dribbles right, passes to England above the right side corner. Minute 15 to go in the second. Now Kleeman in the lane, bounces outside. Mackey, no shot for her. Up to McGee once again. She'll spin, back to the backboard, pass to Mackey. Minute 5 to go. There's a steal. Riverton in front of the passing lane. Kick it to the right side. Key double team. Jump ball call. Got tied up between McGee and Mackey. This time the arrow favors Riverton. They'll keep it on their end.
Here's that last sequence. Masika comes up with the deflection, but the Lady Braves able to get back in defense and force that jump.
Still 22-10, Lady Braves on top. 58.5 seconds to go in the second period. 2 team fouls on Riverton, none on Star Valley. Inbound play kicked out of bounds off of Star Valley. It was Hudson Kleeman who knocked it out. Stays with the Wolverines. Inbound play to the paint, and another jump ball call. This time the arrow favors Star Valley, and the Lady Braves get it back. McGee forced this at the jump.
Yeah, Morgan McGee read this. The bounce pass was coming in. She gets right in there and ties it up.
56 seconds to go for Star Valley, late second period. Trying to add to a 12-point lead. Both teams have been quite slow on offense. Star Valley had 16 points after the first period. They've only scored 6 here in the second. Here's a jumper for Kleeman. No good. Offensive rebound almost, and then a jump ball call. They'll get the rebound to Kleeman, but then tied up, and Kimber Matt Hill, the sophomore, ties her up.
Good look here from Hudson, just to maybe didn't get all the way square on it.
Taylor will inbound, full court press for Star Valley. Kimber Matt Hill dribbles across the timeline as the press will back off a little bit. 30 seconds to go before halftime. Riverton trying to make it 10 points or less. Here's a big spin move, but with an extra step. That'll be a travel call against Riverton. Star Valley basketball.
Feels like we've been stuck at 22-10 for a while. A lot of turnovers here from both of these teams. 24 seconds to go. We'll see if the Lady Braves can get some points before the half.
Livy, Kleeman, right side, clock at 16. Pass to Hudson, now left side to McGee, clock at 14. She'll stop, give it up to England, clock at 10. Feed to Mackey, kick out, 3. McGee above the left corner, no, but a foul. McGee's knocked down with 6.1 seconds to go. And it should be 3 attempts at the Riverside Dental free throw line for Morgan McGee.
Unless they're saying it's after the shot.
And they are, okay.
Okay.
So foul after the shot.
Don't see that very often.
So they'll inbound with 6 on the clock. Quickly to England at 4. Pass to the corner with 2. Now England puts up a contested shot. Didn't get it off in time anyway. Official waves it off. And we go to the locker room with a 12-point lead for the Lady Braves at Star Valley 22, Riverton 10. And the Simplot Smoky Can You Mind halftime show from Riverton High School on the SVI Sports Network.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
Halftime coverage is presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, supporting local families and communities. Visit Simplot.com.
Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show where the Star Valley Lady Braves with the lead over the Riverton Lady Wolverines in Fremont County. 25-10, your halftime show, or halftime score, presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Now, great first half for Star Valley. Not only offensively, you love to see that 25. I think even more impressive is the 10 for Riverton. That's an offense that averages 40 points per game. But once again, the Lady Braves defense really flexing in this game.
Yeah, we knew they were going to bring a tough defensive effort tonight as they allowed us 10 points. I think they're talking about that second quarter in particular, though. The Lady Braves had a really strong first quarter of 16 points. And then I don't mean to be the guy that points this out. I think that scoreboard is incorrect. I think Star Valley's at 22, not 25. We'll have to see if I'm wrong or someone else is. But right now, Lady Braves getting it done on the defensive end.
Let's take a look at that score in the numbers with the help of the Battleson Brothers Carpet One battle stats.
Well, for the Wolverines, 3 points apiece for Taylor Leesburg and Timmy Mathill, and then 2 points apiece for Carson Rosica and Aspen Gordon. Lady Braves with 4 points apiece, very balanced scoring. 4 points apiece for Libby Kleeman, Avery England, and Ruby Hill. 3 points for Morgan McGee, 2 apiece for Ambry Nelson and Hudson Kleeman. Rebounding-wise, the Lady Braves getting out-rebounded a little bit in that first half, but part of that is they shot a much better percentage in Riverton, and then some of the turnovers they had were not on shots. They were just kind of thrown away or had the ball stolen. Very few free throws in that first half. Lady Braves 2 for 2. Riverton 1 of 2. Very few three-pointers. Also, the way basketball usually goes, Lady Braves 2 of 4. Riverton 1 of 3. And that's a look at your halftime battle stats.
Brought to you by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, a block south of the Arch in Afton, where you'll find quality, price, and service at Battleson Brothers Flooring. Now let's see if we can give away some Froyo with our trivia question, sponsored and presented by Star of 89.
I wondered if I was being a little too hard on my trivia the last couple times. So if you've been paying attention, this one should be a quick one. Who was Star Valley's leading scorer on Thursday night against Evanston? Use the text-in number 307-203-4637. First correct answer wins a gift certificate at Star of 89. You can spend it on Swirl, get you some Froyo if you want.
And just to clarify, girls game Thursday, I assume,
yes,
right?
Girls game.
Girls game, leading scorer. First correct answer wins the gift certificate to Swirl, 307-203-4637. Star Valley leading at the break of the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show on the SVI Sports Network.
So my name is Jen Johnson, and I'm the head teller here at the bank. So I really enjoyed getting to know the people that work here. I feel like we're a really good team. I've made some friendships here. I feel like we're all really supportive of each other, and I feel valued as a team member, and those efforts are recognized and appreciated. When you call the Bank of Star Valley, you talk to one of us. You don't get a call center in another state. You don't get an automated system. It's one of us that are there to help you.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs, and by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
This is the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine Halftime Show, bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com.
Duke and Dow here with you on SVI Sports at the half. Dow, you were mentioning you thought maybe it was 22-10 heading into the break, which is what the scoreboard said, and we were trying to figure out where Star Valley's at 25 now. We went back and watched Morgan McGee shot a three-pointer with 6 seconds to go, and I don't know if Dave has that still or if he can pull it up, but it looks like it might have gone in. And it seemed like it was just kind of barely glanced off the glass, but you can see the net move. It's hard to see. So maybe she hit a three. We missed it.
Well, to be fair, these are the tallest and oldest wood bleachers in the country, I was told earlier today. We are up here a ways, but even looking at the replay, so that's where my 22 points came from, but they got 25 up there, and no one's complaining. So Lady Braves, quite honestly, have been jobbed out of a point here or there this season on other games. Maybe they got the benefit of the doubt on this one. I don't know.
That could have gone in. It's really hard to see on the replay. So we'll see if we can find it, take a look. But we gotta keep moving along here. Let's see how Star Valley's done with the keys to the game, and then we'll send it down to Millie.
Well, key number one was solid start. Lady Braves certainly did that with 16 first quarter points, looking for double digits in each quarter. Well, if that three-pointer was good, they got to 9 in the second quarter. That's pretty dang close. And then the backcourt deflections, they've really done a good job there. 8 steals in the first half, many of those because of backcourt deflections. So that's a check-in of your keys to the game presented tonight by Star Valley Health.
Offering the keys to your great health, compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. Millie Kazare had a chance to catch up with Coach Erickson and get his thoughts in the first half. Millie.
Coach Erickson was pleased with the girls' first half performance. He said the girls came out with more energy than he expected, especially after a long week and traveling earlier in the day. He said that this was one of the best first halves the team has played in the past couple of years. Offensively, Coach said the girls moved the ball well against Riverton's zone defense, but need to be more confident taking open shots. He felt the team passed up several good looks and want the girls to be ready to catch and shoot when those chances come. Second half. Defensively, Coach Erickson was very happy with the effort, holding Riverton to just 10 points in the first half. He said the team's defense was... Back to you.
Thank you. That's Millie Kazare with the Miles CPA courtside report at Afton Alpine. Now let's see if we have a winner of that halftime trivia.
Well, who was Star Valley's leading scorer in Thursday's night that win against Evanston on the girls' side? And the answer is Ambry Nelson. Ambry with a great game on Thursday with 17 points. So that is our answer for the trivia tonight.
And we do have a winner, the first correct answer. Phone number ends in 3022. 3022. You were the first correct answer. You've won a gift certificate courtesy of Swirl. That's going to wrap up the Simpot Smoky Candy Mine halftime show. Lady Braves leading at 25-10 heading into this third period of play. And it will be Star Valley basketball.
Well, they're leaving that on the scoreboard, so I'm just going to say this. We would have made a bigger deal about it, but we thought she missed.
You go back and watch it right before 6 seconds before halftime. Morgan takes a shot. She was fouled after the shot, and so Star Valley actually kept possession of it, but it looked like they're counting that three.
And your eyes just kind of automatically go there because you think she's going to shoot free throws, and then next thing you know, they got 3 points on the board, and you missed it. I missed it.
Lady Braves turn it over on an inbound here from the baseline. It's going to be stolen away by Leesburg. She'll let the defense fly by and dribble across the half court. Riverton basketball on the other end with Taylor dribbling, picks it up, top to Leesburg now. And Leesburg floater on the post, no good. Rebounded by Hill. Star Valley basketball. Mackey across the half court. Works it over to the right side. McGee feeds to Hill, back out. It's a long two that's dropped in for Hudson Kleeman.
You go back to the early part of this season, and one of the things that looked like it was going to make this Lady Braves offense really difficult to handle was the balanced scoring. That's happening tonight. You got 5 different players with at least 4 points.
3 on the other end. Lexi Taylor right down the barrel to make it 27-13. Star Valley on top.
Big time basket there for Riverton. They needed something, and obviously a 3-ball is your preference.
Mackey, swing pass around the arc. McGee down to Kleeman, back to McGee on the right side wing. One dribble pass up top. Now Mackey on the left. 6:40 to play in the third period. Star Valley still leading it, 27-13. McGee to Hill on the right post. One dribble knocked away, but picked up by McGee. Finds Nelson. 3 off the front rim, no good. Rebounded by Riverton. Vosika on the board.
Vosika just a sophomore, and I think she's going to be a really good player.
Hesitation on the outside by Taylor. Drive and a kick out left side. Leesburg up top. Feed to the right side corner to Weber. She'll hold it in the corner. Oh, it's actually Timbry Mathill there. She'll try to drive the baseline, but McGee shuts it down. Good defense. Forces a bad pass. Nelson on the steal. 1v1 on the other end. Nelson stopped, shot, and fouled. Shot's no good, but Ambry will go to the Riverside Dental free throw line. She'll have 2 attempts.
Foul is going to go against Timbry Mathill. It's her first team foul. Ambry to the line. She was very good from the line on Thursday. Helped put that game away for the Lady Braves against Evanston. She'll get a pair here. On the season, Ambry shooting 67%. First one's up and good.
She'll have another with 6 minutes on the clock, and the lead extended to 28-13.
If she makes this, Duke, she'll be the 6th player in the game with at least 4 points for Star Valley. There it is.
Put it in the box score as it drops in. 29-13.
It's hard to beat a team that's that balanced.
Mackey is still on the inbound play, jumped in front of it, and Star Valley has another possession here. Everything working for the Lady Braves right now. McGee, Hill, left side elbow gets tied up in a jump ball call. Arrow favors Riverton. It's going to be their basketball back the other way.
I think Timbry Mathill was able to get a hand on the ball here. Here's that last sequence, the steal from Cam Mackey.
Here's England. Sorry, nope, it's Taylor. Drives the right side for Riverton. 5:40 to play in the third. Baseline jumpers missed. Rebounded by Nelson. Ambry with the board and up across the half court left side. Feeds out in front to Mackey, but knocked out of bounds by Lexi Taylor. Stays with the Lady Braves on their inside out.
So Duke, on the defensive side of things, the Lady Braves are doing a great job of not overreaching when Riverton's driving baseline. That's something that was an issue maybe 4 or 5 games ago. They are making Riverton make the play. I really like that.
Mackey up top. Little separation on the dribble, goes to Hill, kick back to Nelson, drives the angle, sidestep, shot off the square, and a beautiful move for Ambry for 2.
6 points now for Ambry. That matches Morgan McGee for the game high.
31-13, 5:06 to go in the third period. All moving around the outside, and a three-pointer or a short two is no good. Missed by Leesburg. Ricochets out of bounds. Goes back to Star Valley with a big lead. Pushing 20 now.
Last sequence here, the little Euro step around from Ambry Nelson. Pretty play.
Lady Braves a chance to go up by 20 on this possession. They lead at 31-13 in the third period. 4:48 to go. One team foul on Riverton, none on Star Valley. Riverton with 4 timeouts remaining. Lady Braves have all 5. Ball movement continues around the outside. Mackey, left side wing, feeds to Hill, left key, baseline. Hudson drives, foul, no good. And Hudson Kleeman will go to the Riverside Dental free throw line. 2 attempts for her.
Look at the ball movement, though. Lady Braves just really keeping things crisp, moving it around. That created some space for Hudson to drive and draw the foul. Foul will go against Matt Hill, or excuse me, Tyra, her first.
Free throw's good. Third quarter presented by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rentals. Same employees, same great service with more resources to serve your needs. That's REIC Rentals.
Made a mistake on that. That's actually her third foul.
19-point lead stays there with the missed free throw. Lexi Taylor boards for the Wolverines. Riverton basketball. Across the timeline with 4:23 to play. Third period. Bounce pass down the lane, lost by Leesburg, and a jump ball tied up. Star Valley possession. They have the arrow.
Lady Braves up 19 right now, 32-13, 4:17 to go in the third.
In the game, inbounding is Kira Allred for Star Valley. Goes to Nelson, who's uncontested across the half court. Pivots to Allred, right side wing. Looking into the corner. Back to Allred. Picks up her dribble. Back right side to Livy Kleeman, and around the arc we go. England, Foster, corner three. Oh, good! It was down, came out, and dropped back in, and that's a Star Valley Orthodontics triple. Ari Foster hits it in the corner, and a timeout taken by Coach Bosner. A 60-second timeout for Riverton. Lady Braves leading big, 35-13 on SVI.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
Third quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is presented by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rental. Visit REICSpecialty.com.
Riverton basketball to open up this, midway through the REIC Rentals third period. It's all Star Valley. Foster a corner triple to make it 35-13. Riverton shut down on the baseline on the other end. They kick it back outside with 3.5 to go in the third. 2 team fouls as on Riverton as they launch a three. No good. Rebounded by Nelson. Star Valley basketball. Nelson dribbles away from a double team. Hands it off to England behind her. She's contested in the backcourt, but a good move. Crossover twice and across the timeline. England passes ahead, and it's knocked out of bounds. It was tipped and then deflected out. Stays with the Lady Braves side out on the far end. Foster in the front court. Finds Nelson, double team, bounce pass. Trying to feed it down low to Kleeman, and it's taken away by Riverton. Wolverines basketball now back the other way. Star Valley up by 22. Triple team in the lane, pivot, shot, no, and a rebound again for Star Valley. Livy Kleeman on the board. If she gets tied up in a jump ball call, arrow favors Riverton, they'll keep it. Wolverines will have Timber Matt Hill, the senior Matt Hill, inbounding on the baseline. Matt Hill goes outside to Gordon. Wants to drive, finds Leesburg on the kick out. Tyra to the left side elbow, nothing. Back outside, looking in, nothing. Pivots back to the backboard pass, and they'll clear it back up top to Matt Hill.
You're saying it, Duke, nothing. There's just nowhere to go.
England on the left key, bounce across the lane. Vosika, nothing. Kick out again. 2:30 to play in the third. Ball tipped into the backcourt, collected by Riverton. Because it was tipped, no violation. Still Riverton basketball now in the front court with 2:20 to play in the third. Good defense here by Livy Kleeman. All over Tyra in the front court, forces a bad pass, but collected by Riverton in the lane. Shot too strong, no good, off the mark, and rebounded by England. She'll clear it out up the right side, and it will be fouled by Gordon to stop the clock at 2:06 to play, third period.
You know, you just got to give Star Valley's defense not just a lot of credit for the results on the scoreboard, but you look at that possession. That was a long possession, and they were right on top of the ball movement. They have just put together a defensive gem tonight so far.
Through almost 3 periods, they've held Riverton to 13. Lady Braves now lead by 22 still, 35-3. 3 team fouls on Riverton, none called in the period against Star Valley. England, nice pass down low, nice extra pass across the lane to Mackey, right post to left side for 2.
That's the third assist tonight from Livy Kleeman. She's having a great game.
Here's the dribble drive for Leesburg, right side, extra pass down low, double team, and a jump ball call. Able to tie it up. Star Valley has the arrow, and they have the ball.
And if Livy had gone up with this, absolutely warranted, but she finds the absolute easy bucket for Cam Mackey. That's great movement.
Minute 44 to go in the REIC Rentals third period as Star Valley throws it away on their end, trying to go down low to Kleeman over her head and out of bounds.
I'll just say this, though. I think that's the fastest I've seen Avery able to run so far this season. That might have been part of the reason there was so much sauce on that pass. I think she's feeling a lot better.
Still has the brace on the left knee, but yeah, she's moving well. Here's the drive in, kick out. Now a dribble drive on the angle, shot no, bouncy no, it did drop in, and the foul. Lexi Taylor gets the friendly roll on her home court and to the line for the and one.
Into the lane, tough shot, gets it to go. Foul will go against Livy Kleeman, second personal. Oh, nope, sorry, that's an old number. Foul will go against Ari Foster, her first. Free throw is away and no good.
Rebound fought for, loose, dug up by Star Valley. England will collect it. Avery across the timeline will run the offense with a pass to Foster. 1:20 to play in the third period. Star Valley still leading by 22, 37-15. Foster in trouble on the side. Ball poked away and out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Foster, and it's going to stay with Riverton on their end, or they're going back the other way. .113 to go in the REIC Rentals third period. Leesburg spins, has it stolen away. Here's Allred on the steal. Nice pass to England in transition. Missed the shot, but a rebound. Put back no good. Fight for the rebound. We'll have a jump ball call. A couple of shots for Star Valley in transition. Don't get it. Riverton has the arrow, and they'll take possession.
Good look here. You can see the last opportunity. Couldn't get that to go. Foster, and then there's a scrum.
3 timeouts remain for Riverton here towards the end of the third period. All 5 remain for Coach Erickson and the Lady Braves, as Star Valley leading at 37-15. Under a minute to go in the third. Leesburg picked up on the right side wing by Foster. Feeds right, keep, shot no on the turnaround. Ball on the court on the rebound, dug up again by England. Out to Foster on the run. Comes into the middle lane, tough shot, laid it up, no good. Fight for the rebound, Livy Kleeman has it, clears it back out to Allred, no shot for Kira. Back out to England, tough shot in the lane, no, off the mark, but a foul. They'll wave off the shot, still call the foul, and it's going to be on the floor. Star Valley will inbound with 28 seconds remaining in the third.
Great effort there again from Avery. Foul will go against Lexi Taylor, second personal, 14th foul on Riverton with 28 seconds to go.
Foster on the baseline, looking, nice bounce pass into Livy Kleeman for 2. That was a great play by Foster. She was looking right, and then just at the last second came back left to Kleeman for the 2 points.
7th season for Coach Erickson. They always have something good for the inbound.
Here's a shot good in the and one again for the Wolverines. Kaylin Leesburg, the and one at the free throw line with 15 seconds remaining.
Well, the last couple of trips up the court, Riverton's been able to get into the paint, which has been a struggle tonight, but they get right in there and get the body contact. That'll go against, they're going to call it on Cam Mackey, her first, and Leesburg to the line to try and complete the and one. And she does. 6 points in the game for Taylor Leesburg.
39-17, 15 seconds remain in the third period. Star Valley with the lead in the ball. Full court press being put on by Riverton. England spins away from some pressure. Another good move for Avery across the half court with 9 seconds. Still has the dribble and a reach across the body, and that's going to be the 15th foul. That's a tough foul for Riverton because with 6 seconds, they just put England to the free throw line.
That's the stuff that the coach, your hair turns white and then it falls out when that kind of stuff happens.
So to the Riverside Dental free throw line, 2 shots. So now we were talking about that three-pointer by Morgan McGee that we couldn't tell if it went in. Dave's saying it did not go in on his closer inspection. So I don't know where that extra 3 points at the half came from.
That's the only thing I can think of. First free throw, no good for England. She'll get one more. Again, there's actually been a couple of instances, one for the boys and the girls this year, where Star Valley kind of got shorted a point. Maybe it's just karma giving it back all at once here. I don't know.
Second free throw also no good, but rebounded by Foster with 5 seconds. Back out, Allred 3 at the buzzer. Too strong, no good. And the rebound does go out of bounds. They blow the whistle as the buzzer sounds, and they are going to say time is out. So we end the REIC Rentals third period with Star Valley ahead 39-18 in Riverton on the SVI Sports Network.
Welcome to Aspen Physical Therapy. Let our team help you out with your healthcare needs. We work with a wide variety of patients, from car accidents to strains and sprains to injured athletes to post-surgical care. We have a number of modalities and different procedures we use to help people, including dry needling and our radial pulse wave machine. We have offices in Thane and Afton and are open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays we are out seeing our home health patients. Aspen Physical Therapy, getting you back to work, to play, to life.
Fourth quarter coverage of the SVI Sports Network is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison.
8 minutes up on the clock into the fourth period with Star Valley 39, Riverton 18. Been an impressive outing through the first 3 periods of play for the Lady Braves on the road.
But it's a really balanced effort offensively. Morgan McGee, Ambry Nelson, Livy Kleeman, Ari Foster, each with 6 points. It's just been all over the map. Everybody getting into the scoring tonight.
It is Star Valley basketball to open up the fourth period, presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Up on top is Allred. Works it to the right side to Hill. She picked up a couple early fouls. And back in the game now.
Certainly hasn't really been a factor the way this game has gone, though. Early on, of course, you don't know that.
Here's McGee out to Hudson Kleeman. Drive double team, back outside, and a dribble drive take from Nelson is in. Ambry's high off the glass, but dropped it in for 2.
Her first step is so quick tonight, and she is just getting right around that first defender.
Makes it 41-18. Star Valley 3 points away from their average and still have 7 minutes to go in the game.
8 points for Nelson, by the way.
Riverton averaging 40 a game, and they've been held to 18 so far. Great defensive outing for Star Valley. Another steal. Nelson had the pass right to her. She'll get credit for the steal, and it will be Star Valley basketball again.
4th steal of the night for Ambry Nelson.
Ruby Hill makes a move, double-teamed an extra move, and turns it over off the travel.
Here's this last sequence. Should be a great angle for you to watch Ambry weave her way through here. That's pretty.
6 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the Hayden Outdoors fourth period. Star Valley leading at 41-18 in the girls varsity game. Boys varsity on the way next, as there's a backdoor cut. Ball on the court, though, dug up by Riverton, can't go up with it. Kick out, 3 from Leesburg, front rimmed it, no good. Ricochets out of bounds. Last touch by Star Valley, it went off the hands of Allred on what would have been a real tough rebound. Stays with Riverton on their end. Inbound of Osika. Makes a move to the right side post. Tough shot. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded, though, by Riverton. Put back, no, but a foul. And the Wolverines will go to the free throw line. Aspen Gordon will take these 2 shots. 6:18 to go in the fourth.
You just brought up Ruby Hill, picked up those 2 fouls in the first 90 seconds. Well, she didn't pick up her 3rd one until just now. 3rd personal, 1st team foul of the quarter.
Free throw for Gordon is rattled in. Registration is open for the spring season of the Star Valley Soccer Club. For details and to register, visit starvalleysoccerclub.org. Scholarships available, starvalleysoccerclub.org. Second attempt, banked in.
They all count the same.
41-20 and a 21-point lead for the Lady Braves. 6:15 to go in the fourth period. That's the first foul called of the period, by the way, going against Star Valley. Nelson works it over to the left side. Has her dribble, takes it, splits the D again, and again strong to the rim, no good. Mistimed her jump on the rebound, and with the extra bounce on the rim, it is going to be a jump ball call. Arrow favors Riverton, so they'll have it off the miss. 5:53 to play in the fourth period. Lady Braves leading by 21 still, 41-20, and the Lady Braves looking to go for a 2-0 start inside Southwest quad play in the 4A.
And this would be their 4th straight win.
Here's Leesburg, tough shot, fading away on the low block left side for 2. Makes it 41-22. 5:35 to go in the fourth. Mackey hands off to Kleeman. Hudson bounces back out to Nelson. She'll step back and find Mackey. Offense will reset. McGee underneath, but a kick over left side. Kleeman too strong on the three-pointer. Got her own rebound, though. Followed the shot, and it stays with Star Valley. Nelson on the outside perimeter. Has a screen for McGee. Bounces to Hudson. She's fouled. Bumped in the ball loose out of bounds. This will be a non-shooting foul. First team foul of the period on the Wolverines.
And foul number 3 on Aspen Gordon.
Out of the game is Ruby Hill. Looks like Livy Kleeman back in for Star Valley. Ball moving around the outside. Cam Mackey goes left to McGee above the corner. Nothing there. Finds Nelson. 4:58 to go in the fourth period. Nelson back to the backboard. Pivots on the right side key and back outside to Mackey. Pass left side, Hudson Kleeman. Tries to force it back to Mackey and it's stolen away. Taken by the Wolverines. Riverton basketball. 4:43 to play in the fourth period. It's 41-22 still. Right side key. Turnaround is in. Tatum Tyra has the 2.
That was a really nice looking play, and she was so deep underneath, just able to put that in off the glass.
Right side McGee. Picks it up. Bounce pass to Hudson Kleeman. Up top Nelson. We're down to 4:15 to go in the Hayden Outdoors fourth period.
Lady Braves been pretty stagnant here offensively to start this quarter. I know you got the big lead, but I'd like to see him at least get some points here.
Nelson underneath, blocked at the rim by Tyra. However, she does get the ball back, does Nelson. Works it back outside, and McGee will step back and reset the offense. Passes over to Mackey. Under 4 minutes to go in the fourth period. Mackey in trouble in the front court. Defense by Gordon, makes a move, drives, lost the ball, hit the deck really hard. Mackey went down awkward on her knees, back bench. She pops up, she's okay. There's going to be a foul on Riverton.
I've made this statement several times this season. Cam Mackey's a libero. She is used to throwing herself on the floor. Kind of got clotheslined that time, but she's tough. She's got no issues with that.
Star Valley ball as McGee will inbound. Goes right side to Livy. Good spin around shot. Just a little too strong. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Star Valley. Beautiful move by Livy. That one just didn't fall for her.
I thought for sure that was going to drop.
Still 41-24. Star Valley on top with 3:40 to go in this fourth period. Coach Erickson has not called a timeout of the game. 3 timeouts remain for Riverton. 3.5 remains with the Wolverines working the ball around the outside. And when your team's playing as well as they have today, you don't really have a reason to call those timeouts. So
yeah, they've really played well.
Defense, offense. It's been a complete game for Star Valley. Well-balanced scoring. Here's a triple team and a travel call. Everybody sucked over to the left side post on Aspen Gordon had the ball, forces a turnover.
So Avery England comes in for Star Valley, and number 15.
It's going to be England across the half court, bounces over left side for a long 2. That was actually taken by Elena Stevens, shot no good. Rebound lost out of bounds, but stays with Star Valley. And I think maybe Kelsey Dune is number 15. Nope, yep, yeah, Kelsey. She's the only 15 I'm seeing on this roster, so. Kelsey Dunn. Ball on the left post. Kick back and around the arc. Outside Leesburg for Riverton with the possession. 2:48 to play in the fourth. Drive the post. Ball poked away by Nelson, but picked back up by Riverton. Pass to the outside. Now left key shot, no good. Rebound and the putback is in for Tatum Tyra. The board in the bucket. Makes it 41-26. 2:30 to play in the fourth as Nelson has it front court. Lady Braves on their way to, as you said, now their 4th consecutive and a 2-0 start inside the Southwest. Here's a nice pass down low, no good, but there is a foul. And Elena Stevens, the junior, will go to the Riverside Dental free throw line. She'll have 2 attempts.
And Elena's actually got family right here in Riverton. In fact, they're just across the way watching. Got cousins that play for Riverton. Of course, she's in Star Valley. Free throw is good.
Makes it 42-26.
Into the varsity box score here in Riverton. That'll be fun.
Free throw missed, though, on that one. Fight for the rebound. England's going to have it, and then lost it out of bounds. She was double-teamed to get the rebound, then double-teamed again and lost the ball out of bounds. Good effort, though, to collect the rebound, but it stays with Riverton. 2:14 to go in the Hayden Outdoors 4th period. 42-26. Kate Gaskell is 15. Thank you very much for that. Two minutes to go in the fourth. Pass down low, taken away by, hey, guess who? Kate Gaskell. Good timing. Under 2 minutes to go. Lady Braves with the lead. Feed to Kate, catch, pass, England. Stripped away, no good.
What I want to know is, can she dunk it like Simon?
Minute 38 to go in the fourth. And that shot's waved off with a foul on the floor. Shot did drop in, but they say the foul was beforehand with a minute 36 to go in the 4th period. Just the 2nd team foul on Star Valley.
Star Valley foul, 21.
Be whistled against Ari Foster, her 2nd.
Riverton will inbound. Up top to Leesburg. Weber has a screen, drives, shot, no. Fight for the board, pulled in by Riverton. Kick out, Leesburg fakes, drives, bounce pass down the lane. That's in with the foul. And Tatum Tyra to the free throw line. Lead is going to be cut down again, 42-28. Still a 14-point advantage for Star Valley, who's led by as many as 21, I believe.
Tyra to the line to try and complete the and one. That's been kind of a theme here in the second half. Riverton's, I think this is at least the 3rd time they've been trying to attempt the and one. It is good.
13-point Star Valley advantage. Minute 20 to go.
Tyra with 7 points.
England, another good crossover move. Off the dribble, drive, angle. Good, what a move for Avery. A front court crossover, then took it on the angle and to the rim.
6 points now for Avery England, 4 rebounds. She's had a solid game.
There's a shot missed on the other end, then a foul on the putback against Star Valley. Will put Tatum Tyra to the free throw line. She'll have 2 attempts. Here's a look at this beauty. Here's the crossover in the front court, and then splits the D on the drive.
Here on the other end, foul against Avery England. And Tyra to the line where she just hit one. She'll shoot 2 this time. That one's good.
Registration for the spring is open with the Star Valley Soccer Club. Find details and register online. Scholarships are available as needed. Visit starvalleysoccerclub.org, starvalleysoccerclub.org. 62 seconds remains in the game. Lady Braves lead by 14. Stays there after the missed free throw. And a rebound for Elena Stevens, who is tied up in a jump ball call. Arrow favors Star Valley. Lady Braves will keep it.
These are good minutes, though, varsity minutes for some of these girls. Some of them have played a little bit of varsity.
Arrow Riverton, rather, sorry. Inbounding is Gordon. And a whistle. Nope. Okay. So
you were right.
We're correct. It is Star Valley basketball. They had the arrow. As Foster will inbound baseline to England.
The system works.
Yeah. Avery in the backcourt. Another trip down the line, handling the ball well. Across the timeline with a pass to Foster. Now Allred, nice move in the lane, just too strong on the glass, knocked out of bounds. And it will stay with Star Valley with 42.7 to go in the game.
Ari Foster will check this in.
Silver Star postgame show on the way. We'll have postgame stats, player of the game as well. As Lady Braves working around the outside. Allred. Gaskell gives it back to Allred, and now England. Back down to Gaskell. Great cut. And Gaskell's in. 2 points for her. 46-30 and a 16-point Star Valley lead.
What a beauty of a pass, too, from Avery England.
Here's the three. Leesburg. No. Fight for the rebound over the back call against Riverton. And Star Valley will have it with 14 seconds remaining in the game.
Leesburg going to be whistled for that foul. Oh, excuse me, Tyra. They turned the lights off on us and never came back. So
14 seconds remains. Star Valley in the backcourt. 10 seconds. 8 seconds. Foster in the front court. Pass to the right side. England with 2, 1. She'll dribble out the clock. And the Lady Braves get the win with a 16-point lead. Star Valley 46, Riverton 30 is your final score. Lady Braves jump up to 8-4 overall, 2-0 inside the Southwest, while Riverton drops down to 3-12, 0-2 inside the Southwest District. As we go into the Silver Star post-game show, Silver Star Internet. Better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. We'll have Amelia Kazare down on the court with Coach Kate Erickson here in just a few. We'll have your player of the game as well. Well, let's dive into this 16-point win for the Lady Braves by the numbers with the Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home post-game battle stats.
First for the Wolverines, 8 points for Tyra. A lot of those came late in this game. Also, Taylor Leesburg with 8 points. 5 points for Lexi Taylor. 4 for Aspen Gordon, 3 for Timbri Madhill, 2 for Carson Vasica. Rebounding wise, Lady Braves with a slight advantage.
We have Millie ready with Coach Kate Erickson. Millie, take it away.
Before the game, you talked about defense being the focus for today, right? How did you feel the defensive effort went tonight?
Overall, the first 3 quarters we did great, and then we kind of got a little lackadaisical there in that 4th quarter. We got to make sure we're boxing ourselves in the right position. We talked about it a little bit in the 3rd quarter, but to hold them to 30-ish points, you can't complain as a coach. So they did well.
For sure. And what's something you want to carry on from this game into the next game?
The offensive, we had some good passing and we moved the ball a lot better this time. Just there in the 4th quarter there, towards the end, a few buckets didn't go in like they did earlier in the game. So we just need to continue work on our offensive threat and just tighten up our defense also.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. Congrats on the win. And yeah, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Amelia Kazare, courtside with Coach Kate Erickson and the Miles CPA courtside report. Locations in Afton and Alpine. Call Miles CPA at 885-00 5-5. And now wrapping up your post-game battle stats with Battleston Brothers Flooring.
Extremely balanced offensive output for the Lady Braves tonight. 6 different players had at least 6 points. In fact, no players in double figures, but had that many players all right close to it. Leading the way was Ambry Nelson. She had 8 points with 4 steals and 3 rebounds. And then 6 for Morgan McGee, 6 for Livy Kleeman, 6 for Ari Foster, 6 for Avery England, 5 for Hudson Kleeman, 4 for Ruby Hill, 2 apiece for Cam Mackey and Kate Gaskell, and then 1 for Elena Stevens. The Lady Braves also shooting very well and very judiciously from 3 tonight, 4 of 10. You'll take that every night out, 6 of 10 from the line. Just overall a very efficient and crisp effort tonight for the Lady Braves.
That's a look at your post-game battle stats presented by Battleston Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, where you'll find quality, price, and service located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That's Battleston Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home. And now, how about your player of the game presented in the broadcast by Star Valley Skidoo?
Well, I chose Livy Kleeman tonight. I thought Livy had a terrific game. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. I don't know how many times she was on the floor digging that out, but Livy Kleeman had a terrific game tonight as she put together a great effort, and I had her for our Star Valley Skidoo player of the game.
Congratulations, Livy. Top quality products combined with excellent service standards. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. That is StarValleySkidoo.com with the player of the game. Your final, Lady Braves with a win in Riverton today. 46-30, your final score. That's going to do it for this game. We have the boys varsity game on the way. For those watching on video, just flip on over to the boys link to watch that. And for those listening on Swift 98, a song, maybe two. We'll be right back with the boys tip-off next on the SVI Sports Network.